Hey, what's up? This is Dan Donegan from Disturbed, and we're at Rock am Ring here in Germany, and you're watching All Schools.
This is wartime, this is our time, we won't be denied. Feed the fire, let us rage.
How do you feel being here at Rock am Ring?
I feel great. I mean, it's been many years. I think it's probably been 5 years or so since we've been here. So exciting to be back. Just can't wait to get up there and play tonight.
And is there any band playing today you're excited for or you want to see?
I mean, quite a few. I mean, we just got here a little while ago, so but I like to see Volbeat and Tenacious D, and I want to see the rest of the lineup. I don't even know. I know it's a huge lineup of bands for the whole weekend, but those two are on top of my list right now.
On mine as well, actually. So, like you said, 5 years. You released an album in 2015, at the end of 2015, and before this release, you haven't done anything for about 5 years. Why?
Well, I think we just got to the point in our career where we wanted to just kind of put the brakes on for a minute. Everything's just kind of start feeling a little too much routine, and we just thought that after touring as hard as we have and kind of going through that kind of cycle and feeling a bit like a machine, we just wanted to kind of stop for a minute, let us unwind, let us go home, try other things, do other things, and recharge our batteries, really, and give the fans a little bit of a break too. We felt like we didn't want to be predictable with everything we were doing either, and we just thought it was, even though a bit of a risky move to kind of stop when things were going so great for us and to walk away from it. To most people, they thought it was a ballsy move to do that, but we felt pretty confident that the fans were loyal and dedicated to us, and they've proven themselves over and over to us that they were waiting patiently when we returned. So, and I think in the long run, looking at it, I think it's the best thing we could have done, because we came back with a new excitement to the relationship of the band. Everybody's even in a better place. The chemistry and the vibe. I like to compare it sometimes to like almost being in a marriage, and maybe after a long time in a marriage, things might get a little stale for a while, and you take certain things for granted, and when you get away from it and you miss it and you realize that and you get back in that marriage, sometimes things are better or just as good as it was in the beginning, and that's kind of how it feels with this right now. Everybody's just in a good place, and everybody's, like I said, the batteries are recharged and the energy's there and the excitement's there. So I think it's, now that we're at this point, I think it was well worth the wait.
So you didn't feel bad the last 5 years?
Didn't
Didn't feel bad?
Well, I mean, there were definitely times that we all missed it. I mean, there wasn't anything like a breakup of the band. Nobody was saying that Disturbed is done or we're quitting or it's over with. We just felt that we needed to walk away for a minute and then regroup when we felt like we were ready to offer something else again. And so there were definitely times I think that we felt that we all missed it, but we all stayed busy. We did other projects, and I had a side project with Mike, our drummer, called Fight or Flight. David did Device. John stayed busy. He was out doing stuff with Jeff Tate from Queensryche and Adrenaline Mob and a few other projects. And so we all creatively were trying other things, which also, when we returned to Disturbed, I think we kind of grew as musicians separately as well. So when we came back in, we had something more to offer to the writing of Disturbed.
And how did it feel when you walked back into the studio to record?
It felt amazing. I mean, this time around, in previous years, we've always kind of did our own pre-production. We walked into the studio with the demo saying, here's the album, let's just record it. This time we came in with more of an open mind of saying, here's some really strong ideas, but let's see if we can capture something magical in that moment as we're recording. And I think more just experimental, more improvising with each other and getting more involved. So it wasn't just me bringing in music and guitar riffs. It was everybody had a say-so in everything. So we had a hand in on collaborating on the lyrics, David collaborating in on the music, and it wasn't just everybody just doing their separate instruments. It was kind of that collaboration
All
of
together,
minds
right.
together,
Yeah.
and it. I think it worked good because everybody has a lot of respect for each other, and we came in with that open mind of of listening to other suggestions and trying different things, and we knew it in the moment when we felt like it was a strong idea or a better idea. I think we all collectively know when that happens.
Oh, it sounds so emotional. Great. Your Sound of Silence cover. I read that the dancer, I hope I pronounce him right, Niall DiMarco, that he asked you for permission to use this song to dance to the song.
Right.
How did you feel when you received this mail?
It was pretty overwhelming. I mean, we've never been in a situation like that before. And obviously, with Simon and Garfunkel and Paul Simon writing the song, we have nothing but total respect for the original writers of the song. But I think Niall wanted to use our version of it, so he asked for our permission or our blessing for it. And you know, it was pretty amazing to have a deaf contestant that connected with it in some way, whether it was the lyrics that were written or just the even though he's deaf, he might not hear the song, but I don't know if he feels, you know, vibration in the movement. But it was just a bigger statement. So for him to be able to help spread his word for the deaf community and bring awareness of what that deaf community has gone through, if we can be somewhat a part of that equation and that outlet to help raise awareness for a deeper message, then we're very honored to give him our blessing and say, please go ahead and use it. You know, it was amazing that he connected with that in a big way. So when we got an email from him, I think we were all pretty overwhelmed by his story and what he's gone through, and for him to go on and win the finale was an exciting moment. You know, so we all watched it and we were pulling for him, of course, and it was big.